Hey everyone, welcome back to Jack Mocks. So today I have a special mock for you. This is Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. So quick disclaimer, and then we'll get into the mock itself. This is not an independent mock. This is actually a section, or at least a completed section of the mock series that I'm working on. This was just such an independent thing from what I've been doing. I think it deserved its own video. So if you want more, I would say information on the mock itself and what this pertains to, go check out my next weekly update that should be released within the next couple of hours. But without ado, let's get into the model right now. So the best place to start, in my opinion, is the battle scene between Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. Since these two are probably have like the biggest rivalry, at least in the Sam Raimi universe, you can see that Spider-Man is about to clash with Dr. Ock. This is kind of more of an anticipation scene because I prefer when minifigures aren't actively clashing, they are just kind of going through this anticipation. So now let's move on to the pavement, which is not tiled all the way around to represent kind of like a sidewalk, and occasionally using some stuck out tiles such as here and here to kind of represent a messy feel, because at the end of the day, this is a construction zone. And I kind of hammered that in through like these barriers, the sign, the cones, the electrical box, the excavator, the truck, and just overall a lot of features that a construction site might have. So to start, let's go with the cement truck. So this is my own design and for the semi-truck and kind of the cement mixer. As you can see, it's being lifted from the ground by Sandman through his sand hands. Here's the second one. First hand, and then the sand tentacles. He is obviously about to grab this truck and roll it over. Whether or not he harms Dr. Octopus in the making, that's up to him, but he's just trying to crush Spider-Man once and for all. So as you go around this side, the excavator is also being ripped from the ground by Sandman. He has gone through the pavement, which is unfortunate because this pavement probably looked really nice before he took it out. So the excavator is also probably about to be flipped. My own design as well. I'm really proud of this excavator overall. I think it captures the look very well, and I think it fits incredibly well. Then as we swoop around, we of course have Rhino, who is about to throw a massive tantrum, so to speak. I know Rhino's the butt of many jokes in the Spider-Man universe, so he's just punching the excavator out of the way and is ready to go and clash with Spider-Man. So I tried to capture the tank feel for Rhino because I like the suit in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 much more than I do like the comic book feel for him. So I tried to make it look like a giant ironmonger suit in a way. So like we have the shoulder cannons right here. We have like the headlights. We had the giant mechanical tank-like body, and of course the giant horn, just to overall kind of capture like a giant tank of a beast. So as we swoop around, let's focus next on the Sandman pillar. So Sandman has busted through the sand and has created this giant sand behemoth, which he is atop. He busted through a pipe right here, which is spilling water, and I achieved that through using translucent cheese slopes. Sorry, I don't know why that's hard to say. And it's an overall very simple design overall. I think it looks very awesome, and it captures the look of a giant sand behemoth. In this hand, he has a hammer, and in this hand is just like a posable hand overall. I didn't really incorporate too much of a scene with him because I figured that if he's the highlight, I'll just kind of let the fact that he's lifting excavators from the ground do the work. So on this side we have Vulture, my own custom built Vulture. Then we have Green Goblin, which I kind of modified a bit, not a whole lot, but just a bit. And then we have Mysterio popping through with his drones and all of his mist. And then that's practically it for the Sinister Six. I'm now going to focus a bit on the tile work. So as you can see, it's very uneven terrain all the way through, and that's to kind of capture the feel of a construction site. So from all these 1x2 studs to the snot plates from basically the angle plates as well. I'm trying to capture an overall very dirty look of a construction zone. I think it captures it very perfectly. Now let's move on to the building. So this is meant to be a construction zone, so the building is not finished. I tried to capture the architecture of New York City, and I think it accomplishes it well. I'm not trying to build any like big new buildings or anything. I just wanted a simple little construction zoned house. This does, however, have very basic interiors. Like I've stated before, this is part of a mock, so these interiors are not going to be filled until, I finish off the mock. But I did put some packages in there just for the sake of it. These are actually packages from the Daily Bugle, so just like a little Easter egg there, you can see as the snot brick is right there. And here's a closer look at Mysterio popping through the cement with his drones. So overall, it looks very sick, and I love it. I think that this mock in general is just so much fun. It was such a blast to build. And I think it captures the look of a Spider-Man versus Sinister Six battle very well. So now let's give some final thoughts. So what did you all think? Did you all enjoy the mock? And if you have any suggestions for what I should modify, because I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, I prefer Captain America, Batman, etc. So if you Spider-Man fans have any lore details that you think I should incorporate, just let me know, because like I said, this is a part of the mock series. The reason I'm adding a final thoughts section is because of the fact that I want to do weekly mocks like this, in which I sit down, I just build something fun like this. The highlight of my channel is definitely the mock series, because it's one giant mock that I'm focusing on. But I think building small things like this once in a while can't hurt anything. So if you all want to see more small videos like this in which we focus on a completed mock, just let me know down in the comments section. But thank you guys so much for spending some of your time today to just view my little mock. I appreciate it, but please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, keep on building.